Hi.
Margaret, I think you've muted yourself. Do you want to unmute?
Oh God, I'm just sleeping. Everything to get the camera to work.
Don't worry, I just saw the mute sign.
Oh, we have.
Oh, you're working. Yeah.
I'm just going to see if I can get it somewhere else. Oh.
That's a really. Morning, Kate.
Morning. Good morning. Oh.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Margaret, do you want to kick off and then I'll start the...
I'd love to, yes. Apart from some slight camera problems this morning, I'd just like to say welcome, everybody. You may have noticed I'm not Miles, but I'm Margaret, the branch manager at the Wells shop. Miles can't be with us today, so apologies for that, but he will be back very soon. I'm really excited to be helping to host this event with Hayley Morris, our account manager from Saga. Morning. And it's welcome to the home of river cruises. So in a moment, I will be handing over to Hayley to tell you all about the progress of the cruise industry, the river cruises restart, and the world in general. Let's hope the world in general won't be too long before it is restarted. So thank you for joining us on this lovely day. I believe we've got about 34 guests on this morning. So all I would like to say is thank you and welcome, and I hope I don't have any more IT difficulties, so I'm pleased to, I haven't done my hair in weeks, so it's pleased to be on the screen with you all this morning. If you could put any questions into the chat, we will deal with those at the end. If you can't hear at any time, just wave your hand up and I'll unmute. But otherwise, Hayley, it's over to you to tell us all about Saga River Cruises. Thank you.
Thanks, Margaret. Good morning, everyone. As Margaret said, I'm Hayley Morris. I've worked for Saga for about 3.5 years now, so hopefully I know a little bit about Saga by this point. I'm going to share my screen in a minute, and that's probably when I'll get a few technical issues, and then I'm going to turn my camera off. Like Margaret said, if you've got any questions, we'll answer it at the end. What I want to do today is just to give you more of an insight into Saga and what Saga can offer you. So this is all about rivers today. Obviously, we've got many, many more products that we can offer you, but this is all about river cruises. But you're more than welcome to ask any questions at the end if you've got any questions on any other products of ours. So I'm going to stop my video now and share my screen. And hopefully very shortly, you will see a presentation. And then we shall start. It's going really slow, so just bear with me. And brilliant. Margaret, can you just confirm you can see that screen okay? Margaret, can you just confirm you can see that screen okay?
Yes, it's okay.
Well, thank you, Richard. Thank you. I think Margaret's popped off for a coffee. Okay. Oh dear. So, river cruising. These are our two brand new ships, which I will tell you about throughout this presentation. Now, I am quite passionate about our products, so please bear with me. Hopefully this won't take any longer than 45 minutes, but I will try and finish sooner than that, so you can get on with your day. But I just want to say a huge thank you for joining me today in conjunction with Miles Morgan. It's really nice to see different people's faces. It's a hard time for us all at the minute, but hopefully the end is in sight. And like I said, today I'm going to be talking about all our products on Saga River Cruises. So I shall kick off. I think the first thing I need to tell you is give you some good reasons why you should book your holiday with Saga this year and next year. We are the first, or we was the first UK tour operator to introduce coronavirus vaccine only travel policy, meaning that everyone that goes on holiday with us, all our guests, are fully vaccinated with both doses. Now, I know P&O now come out with this and Princess, so there are other tour operators that followed, but we was the first one to come out with this. We didn't take the decision lightly on this. We did a huge survey with our customers, and over 95% of those customers wanted us to bring in this policy. So we've done this for them, and we've also done it for customers that want that peace of mind on holiday, knowing that everyone else around them will be vaccinated. We do offer a booking amendment through this, so we ask for customers to be vaccinated within 14 days of travel. For any reason, if there's any delays with vaccinations, then we will offer a booking amendment and work with your Miles Morgan travel agent to get you sorted with your holiday. Our travel insurance, so on every single one of our holidays and cruises, river cruises, tours, we include our travel insurance. And this means excluding the price, but if you've got your own, that's absolutely fine. We will give you a reduction. But our travel insurance now covers for coronavirus, and that's for medical emergency cover whilst you're away or repatriation, but also cancellation cover before you go as well. We have a price promise, meaning we are not a tour operator that will dramatically reduce our prices 3 weeks before travel. We'll not come down to £99 per person or anything crazy like that. And we always try to offer our guests the best price early. The earlier book, the better price that you'll get. If for any reason we lower that price that you've booked, we will give you the value of that difference back. So you are never ever penalised for booking early with us. All our ocean cruises, if you don't know about our ocean cruises, I could talk all day about the ocean cruises, but this is about river cruising today. But just to point out, all our ocean cruise cabins come with private balconies. So if you are interested in an ocean cruise, please speak to your Miles Morgan travel agent. So all our ocean cruises come with a private balcony. No one's got an inside, no one's got an outside. So I think more even so nowadays, there'll come a time when we don't need to social distance anymore, but I think we'll all still want, we're that used to our own space now. So it's a really nice key point on our ocean cruises. We offer VIP chauffeur service on all our river cruises, and that's no mileage restriction. So even if we pick you up in Bristol and we need to get you down to Folkestone, if you don't want to fly on one of our river cruises, that's completely included in the price. We also offer that on our worldwide holidays, and we offer chauffeur service on our ocean cruises. We have just been voted the Which recommended provider for ocean cruises due to our quality of service. And this year we are celebrating a wonderful 70 years travel experience, and 1951 was the year where it all began for Saga. And hopefully there's no one after this presentation you'll realise better to take you away in 2021 and the future years ahead. So why Saga? A few more points. What we want to do is give you unbeatable value, but with so much included. So we want you to have those amazing experiences. You get back off that river cruise, you get back off that tour, and you have them wow moments. You look back in awe of that holiday, but we also want you to have that value for money from that as well. We offer love it first time of your money back. So if you've never been with Saga before, that's okay, and you're not a lot sure about us and you don't know what we're about, we are so confident you will enjoy our holidays. But if you don't, we'll sort it out in resort, but we will fly you home after 48 hours and give you a full refund anyway. So there's really nothing to lose with going with Saga. Huge range of products. So today's all about river cruises, but we have tours, we have UK stays, we have European tours, we have worldwide, we have ocean cruises. So a huge range of products, and we want you to be able to come with Saga and go on any holidays so you show wish. So you may want an ocean cruise one year, a river cruise next, but we want to give you that full product range. It is a brand new era for us, and it's a really exciting time. Obviously, we're going through a pandemic at the minute, and we've not been able to release these brand new ships. We've got 2 brand new ocean cruise ships ready and waiting to sail. And now we are building 2 brand new river cruise ships, which I shall go into in this presentation. So it is a really exciting time. We're just ready and raring to get those ships back out there. We have price parity. This means it's exactly the same price booking with a Miles Morgan travel agent as it is direct. So please utilise your local Miles Morgan travel agent. And I do believe sometimes they know more about Saga than me. They are that experienced. And 96% of our customers would holiday with us again. So when we do surveys, our customers said they absolutely will come on holiday with us. And that retention rate is very, very high within the travel industry. So river cruises, let's carry on. This is what we're all here today to hear about. I'm just going to play you a short video just to introduce you to the Saga River Cruise product. Now, this is it's quite an old video, but it's like a nice video to introduce you to river cruising. So enjoy this next couple of minutes. 2 seconds. Wow. Okay. Now this is a little bit of an issue because the presentation has totally crashed, which is a big issue.
I'm glad it's not just me, Hayley.
It just crashed, and this is wonderful. Okay, bear with me.
Hayley, while you're trying to sort that, I'll just mention a few things I should have mentioned at the beginning when I was having technical
Go
problems.
for it, please. Fill in the void while I bring this presentation back up. Please do.
In case I forget to mention it later, although we don't have a list, all Miles Morgan customers, if you book your Saga River cruise before the 14th of April, you get a free case of wine. That comes to you after your balance is paid. The things that stick in my mind that my customers in Wales really like about Saga is the exclusive and all-inclusive. The VIP door-to-door transfer service is just second to none. And I was lucky to experience that when I went on a Saga Ocean cruise. It's just so seamless and stress-free. So I can't stress enough how important that is. And the other issue that people have, especially over a certain age, which I am, is travel insurance. Now Saga make it really easy by offering it to you at the time of booking your holiday. You can add it onto your tour, your cruise, your river cruise. And it's very reasonably priced. And this sounds crazy, but where it makes it easier is if you did have to cancel, the whole process is so much easier. You don't have to wait months and months for your refund. So tacking on the Saga travel insurance to a Saga holiday just makes sense. I'm sure Hayley will get to it in a moment, but another thing that they're doing at the moment is £99 per person deposit. So very reasonable, very affordable. Hayley Morris has started it again, so I'll keep quiet and hand back over to Hayley.
Kicking back in again.
Or I'm a bit premature.
No, you're right. It's hopefully it's coming back now. Wow.
Do you know what? Even in person, we were discussing this earlier. Even if you're holding an event, a real event with real people,
these things happen anyway.
These things happen, yeah. So we were dreading it, weren't we, Hayley?
All part of the fun. I'm a pro at these technical issues now.
Okay,
so I'm going to play the video now. So hopefully this will go seemingly well from here on.
Thank you.
Here we go. hopefully that was a nice little video to watch to introduce you to our river cruising. Just while the next screen is coming up, it's going wild this morning, my presentation, wonderful. So what do we include in our river cruising? We include so much. And when I said earlier about value for money, that's what we want to give you on the rivers. So in that video, you'll see that we do UK travel service. And yes, we do, but we also include the VIP door-to-door service. There are other options around that, like you can have free car parking at the airport, or you can have free coach travel or rail travel. So we will work with you and your Miles Morgan travel agent to make sure you have the right package. But the plus point is the VIP door-to-door service will pick you up from home, take you to the airport or Folkestone or London St Pancras for the Eurostar. So it's a seamless transportation for you. You don't have to worry about getting to the airport. We worry about that for you. We include the optional travel insurance. And if you have got medical history, we cover for over 400 pre-existing medical conditions. And Margaret said, we are really reasonable. Now, I used to be a travel agent myself and deal with customers' insurance, and some prices that I used to see for medical conditions used to astound me, whereas we really, really do try and cover where we can on our travel insurance. You can fly from your local airport, so we do plenty of Bristol flights on our river cruises, and we offer no-fly cruises as well, so we are seeing a lot more customers not wanting to fly anymore, but still want to do one of the wonderful river cruises, so we have got those options, mainly on the Dutch and Belgian waterways and the Rhine. But I mean, if you've never been on a river cruise before, I can talk all day about them. I've only been on the Rhine. I was supposed to go on the Dora just before coronavirus hit. But it is one of, I was sort of dreading it because I didn't really know. I've never been on one before, so I don't really know about river cruising. I've been on ocean, so fully equipped for ocean. But rivers, I guess it was a little bit of the unknown, but I can honestly say it was one of the most beautiful experiences that I've ever had. Unfortunately, I didn't get to share it with my family and husband. I was on a work trip, but it's absolutely beautiful. I was astounded that I'd been in travel for 20 years, and some of the towns in Germany that I saw, I'd never even heard of before. And it blew me away on that 7-night voyage that I did. Included excursions. So on many of our river cruises, we try to include as many excursions as we can, but also not just excursions. So we're not just taking you on this excursion or this trip. We want to provide you with cultural experiences as well. On many of our river cruises, we include wine, beer with lunch and evening meal. Always you'll have a cruise expert host. So on our chartered ships, so at the minute we have chartered ships where they're not ours, but we charter them from, say, Amadeus or Rex, and they're exclusive to Saga guests. We have got our 2 brand new ships, which are all Saga, which I'll touch on. But on our charter ships, you will get an expert cruise host for Saga. You'll get an excursion manager and an entertainment manager as well. And we offer stay and cruise options. So if you don't just want to do a river cruise, we can do a beautiful stay in Lisbon before the Douro, or we can do a stay in Prague before the Danube or after. So we have got different varying options, and we've just released for 2022, and we've brought more different kind of stay in river cruises as well, some wonderful experiences. Where do we go? All over Europe. We don't do any worldwide river cruising. We used to a few years ago when I first joined Saga, but it wasn't a massive product for us. So we've tried to concentrate on what we are good at, and that is Europe. So Dutch and Belgian waterways, German waterways, Rhine, Danube, Elbe. Portuguese, the Douro is one of our top selling river cruises, and we use the Douro Queen for the Douro, beautiful 4-star ship. Italian and French waterways, and there's some really nice French river cruising as well, and Russian and Ukrainian, so all way around Europe. These are the charter ships that we use at the minute for 2022, because we have got our 2 brand new ships. We are using the Rex Rhine. The Amadeus Royal is being replaced by our new ship Spirit of the Danube. We're still going to be using the Douro Queen. We are using the Amadeus Provence for French waterways, and we are using the Johannes Brammers as well, which is more the German waterways. So there's our chartered ships. These are some river cruises that we've just launched for 2022 on our partnership. So we've got the Dora Discovery on the Douro Queen, various dates for 2022. This presentation is more focused about 2022 because we've just launched, but we have also got dates for 2021. So depending how you feel about traveling in 2021, we have got various options later on in the year when we are safe and okay to do so and get back out on those European waters. So the Dora Discovery is 7 nights and leads in next year from 1549, and that's on the 16th of March. But we have got free all-inclusive upgrades on selected dates. And then we've got into the heart of Provence, which is a beautiful itinerary on board the Amadeus Provence. And again, various dates through 2022. I just want to highlight a couple of river cruises on our partnerships. But this is the big news for us. So Spirit of the Rhine is our first purpose-built river cruise ship. So we've built, not us personally, the shipyard has built for us these beautiful ocean cruise ships. What we want to do is mirror what we're now doing on the ocean so well. So providing all that great value and boutique 5-star service on the ocean. We now want to have our own river cruise ships on the European waterways. And I think this product range will just continue expanding. But this gives us full total control of our customer experience for our customers. It's built with our customers in mind, what our customers want from river cruising. Before, we've had to rely on other companies. Now it's all about us and what we can provide for our customers. So Spirit of the Rhine is built. She's just been all decked out with cabins. She's looking stunning. She was supposed to set sail, unfortunately, in March this year. That has been delayed till the 27th of May now. We are waiting on the next update, obviously, from the government, so that could change. But right now, she's due to sail on the 27th of May on her maiden voyage. So we are ready. This ship is ready and waiting to get back out there on her first sailing. So Spirit of the Rhine is 190 passenger ship. So it's larger than what we're used to, but we want to get, obviously, plenty of people on board, but we are making it very spacious on board as well. So even though it is a little bit larger, that means we can open up the more sociable areas. The average cabin is 17 square meters. So again, it's a little bit larger than we used to on the older ships that we used to charter. They used to be about 14 square meters. We have 3 passenger decks. So we have the with cabins. So we've got the lower deck, the main deck, and the upper deck. The main deck and the upper deck feature French balconies with floor-to-ceiling windows. So if you want those beautiful views, then go main or upper deck. If you're okay with a lower deck cabin, you've got a fixed window. I did a lower deck cabin on the Amadeus Royal, just because I wanted to see what it was all about being down at the bottom with the vibrations that they all say. Yes, you could feel a little bit of vibrations on the Amadeus Royal, but as the newer the ships get, the less that you'll more modern technology, it'll be much better. But I didn't have any corns staying in the lower deck. I still had a nice picture window. Sometimes I had water floating just below, but it was no different experience because you're out on board the sun deck all the time, or you're out on your excursions. So don't worry about if you just want to go with the lower deck. It's more than adequate, and more so on these new ships as well. We have a main restaurant, as always, on board the river cruise ships that seats all our diners. And it is freedom dining as such, so you can sit at a different table every night. But if you are a customer that wants to sit at the same table with the same passengers, that's absolutely fine. We will tailor to your needs. But what we've also added into these new ships is an a la carte restaurant, which is a really nice experience. So if you do want that, if you celebrate your anniversary or a special birthday, we can give you that option as well. So that's seats 34 diners, which you'll have to pre-book before entry. We have a large indoor bar. We've got a panoramic lounge, so you can see the views as you're sailing down the river. Sun deck, and how we've done the sun deck is a little bit different, which I'll go into in a second. We've got a library on board. We've got a hot tub on the sun deck. We've got an alfresco barbecue. I remember sailing down the Rhine and sitting on the sun deck. It was so beautiful. The weather was so beautiful. I sat there with a nice crisp glass of white wine in my hand, and what would have made it better was just a nice little bit of food off the barbecue. So now we've put a barbecue onto our new ships. We've got a gym and fitness area, and we use the Quiet Fox headsets if you've not been on a river cruise before. So when you go out on an excursion, the excursion tour guide will have their microphone. You have, it's like a control. You connect to their microphone. You can be walking 100 meters ahead or behind or more, and you can still hear what they're saying. So it gives you a little bit of freedom on the excursions. So VIP door-to-door service, we are still retaining for the new ships. That's included as standard. It is free a la carte dining, so you're not having to pay any service charge for the a la cartes. And on the Spirit of the Rhine, we are including a selection of drinks at lunch and dinner as well. So wine, beer, soft drinks are included. And we have got up to 5 excursions included on every single one of Spirit of the Rhine itineraries as well. So on our other ships that we charter, We try to include excursions, but they're not always included as standard, and gratuities aren't included as well. But on these 2 brand new ships, gratuities are absolutely included, so you don't need to worry about it either, and free Wi-Fi. These are just an example of the cabins, but just to touch on, it's got tea and coffee making facilities, which is similar to our ocean ships. We want to give our customers tea and coffee making facilities to make it more comfortable in the cabin. You'll have a small fridge, you've got a couple of seats by the window, so you can have a nice relax in your cabin. You've got a safe, a TV, fully air conditioned, and we can do beds as twins or doubles, dressing gown and slippers. There's branded toiletries in there. There is a UK plug socket, which is great for people like me that always forget their adapters, telephone, Bluetooth wireless speakers. So there's some great amenities that we are putting into the cabins on board the new ships. This is a couple of pictures that the restaurants will look like. Like I said, dining is free seating, but if you do want a reserved table, that's absolutely fine. The restaurants, well, the main restaurant has a 270-degree view, so it's got a full show cooking area. So it's going to be a really nice atmosphere in there. So while you're having your lunch or evening meal or even your breakfast, you've got those beautiful views of the Rhine. And on board, we're going to be having celebrity Michelin chefs on selected dates that will create those beautiful signature dishes. And some of the cuisines that you can get on rivers, I mean, some of the food that I experienced was, I've never experienced anything like it. It's very locally produced, and if you don't like something on a particular night or of a lunch, then they will make you something else. It's very, very tailored to your needs, which is great. So this is the sun deck. We've lowered the sun deck and shaded it, so you can get out of the shade as well. So if you're a sun lover, that's fine. But we've lowered it so when we go through low bridges, we don't have to close the sun deck. So you can always sit out there, which is a great feature. Lots of seating that's in the shade. We have jacuzzi, we have the barbecue, and we've got a chessboard on the sun deck as well. Just a few pictures coming up. So this is a main deck, upper deck cabin. So you can see there, it's got the floor to ceiling windows and the French balconies. Main restaurant, and this is obviously, it stretches a bit far and wide as well because it seats 190 guests, but that's the kind of feel that you will get on board the Spirit of the Rhine. This is the a la carte restaurant. Another picture of the a la carte restaurant there. This is the Lorelei Lounge, beautiful lounge to relax in, a couple of photos, got the library there as well. So that's the kind of feel that you'll get on board the Spirit of the Rhine. And there she is, she's built, I'm not lying to you, we have been building this ship throughout the pandemic. She's done a trials, and like I said, she is being decked out as we speak, ready for her first voyage. So you can see we've got 4 decks in total, 3 cabin decks, and then you've got the sun deck on the top as well. A few celebrities will be joining us on board now. We may not class them as celebrities, but they are classed as celebrities as such. So we've got Nick Nairn. He should be on board this year, hopefully. We can still go with that. He's the Michelin star chef and restaurateur, famous for Ready Steady Cook. I used to love Ready Steady Cook. I think it's come back actually. A great British menu. So he will be showcasing his beautiful talent in the kitchen. Alistair Stewart, I love Alistair. He's very good on debates and affairs, current affairs. He should be on board later on in the year as well. And next year we have got celebrity guests joining us on board too. It's not just this year. Gilla Golden, lady after my own heart, she's going to be on the wine festivals of the Rhine and the Moselle in September. And then I just want to highlight our Christmas river cruising. It's selling so well. And this is on the ocean and the river. I think customers are thinking about what shall we do next Christmas and the Christmas after. So we have launched some Christmas itineraries on the Spirit of the Rhine. Yesterday, we released another date for our Christmas markets. Now, we released the 16th of December a fair few months ago now, and it's sold really, really well. There's only main deck and upper deck cabins. So we released a new date yesterday that now leads in again at 549. So it's great values because you've got all the VIP included. You've got your gratuities, excursions included. So that leads in at 549 for 4 nights on the 12th and 16th of December. The 16th of December leads in at 849 now for a main deck cabin. Christmas on the Rhine, 21st of December, 1399. You've got Christmas and New Year on the Rhine, and then New Year on the Rhine as well. So we've got some really nice festive cruises going out this year. 2022, just want to touch on a few cruises to highlight. So New Year's concert with Andre Rieu. You can join Andre Rieu and the Johann Strauss Orchestra in Amsterdam for their New Year's concert. This takes you from Cologne to Amsterdam by Koblenz, and Koblenz is wonderful. I'm apologising if you have been there before, but I've never visited a place like Coblenza, but we had a really, really great tour guide that brought it to life for us. So if you've never visited Coblenza, really worth doing an excursion there. Got Flowers on Parade with Charlie Dimmock. She's going to be joining us on board, but this is timed to coincide with the most spectacular floral displays in Holland and Belgium. Charlie Dimmock, she will be on this holiday, which includes visits to the 17th annual Floria flower show in Brussels and the magnificent gardens of Keukenhof as well. I can say Keukenhof, but I can't always spell it. It's really difficult to spell. But this one's on the 13th of April, 2022. Got 7 nights, and you can see there the excursions that are included. But when I said earlier about we don't just want to give you a tour, we want to try and give you a experience. So on this, you can choose either an Amsterdam city tour, or you can choose a culinary walking tour to give you local flavours and cultures. Next, we've got Wine Towns of the Rhine and Moselle, particular favourite of mine. Joanna Simon will be joining on board this one. She apparently is very good at twinning wines up with particular food, so it'd be quite an interesting one. So you can relax on board as the Spirit of the Rhine takes you along the Rhine and the Moselle, and join an exclusive riverside wine tasting event, which I assume would be wonderful. And along the way, you will visit a host of historic cities and vineyard-clad towns with a reputation for producing world-class wine. It is a 14-night river cruise, this one, so it gives you plenty of sightseeing opportunities with the historic cities that you will visit on this one. So this is the 31st of October, 14 nights. In this particular one, we can get Bristol flights. So the lead-in is 2329 from Bristol. So we'll complete you from home with the VIP and take you to Bristol Airport. A nice, easy service. The Great European Odyssey from Bulgaria. So this is a huge river cruise, 20 nights. I don't think we've done 20 nights for a long time. 13th of April next year. It's an epic voyage from start to finish. From Bulgaria's Black Sea, you coast along the Danube and the Rhine. You can compare and contrast the timeless architecture and culture of the great capital cities of Belgrade, Budapest, you've got Bratislava, there's Vienna in there as well as visiting a host of historic riverside towns in Germany and Austria. So it is a beautiful, beautiful, epic discovery, I guess, or Odyssey as we are calling it. So that's the Spirit of the Rhine, to give you an introduction. The Spirit of the Danube, we launched, well, we pressed out at the beginning of March that we're going with the second ship. So we're not stopping with the Spirit of the Rhine, we are continuing to expand on the rivers. So we are introducing...
Gosh, look at that, at the river. They are beautiful, the new ones on the rivers.
Oh, thank you, June. That's great feedback. Yeah, I can't wait to get everyone on board. I'm just looking forward to getting customers seeing customers on these new ships. So Spirit of the Danube will launch March 2022. So we've got Spirit of the Rhine this year, hopefully as soon as we can and it's safe to do so. And then Spirit of the Danube will come to us March 2022. We laid the keel, it was about 4 or 5 weeks ago now, time's flying. Really nice experience. We should have seen it in person, but it was via a live link. But yeah, the keel's being laid and she's well underway in being built. They look exactly the same, but they're not twins. So all the hardware and the stats are exactly the same. So 190 guests, you've got a free a la carte restaurant on there, the gratuities, the VIP door-to-door service, but they have different design concepts as we do on the ocean. So our ocean cruises look exactly the same on the outside, but they're designed differently on the inside. And this is exactly the same for these 2 river cruise ships. So this is just sort of the decor that will be on the Spirit of the Danube, slightly different to the Spirit of the Rhine. That's going to be one of the main deck, upper deck cabins, and she'll be going to the Danube, Budapest, Vienna, Austria, Prague, you've got Romania, Transylvania. She'll be replacing everything that the Amadeus Royal was doing and doing some, I've seen some beautiful itineraries on the Danube, but what we've released for 2022 has really, it's took me back a little bit. It's sort of, I don't know, there's some wonderful experiences in there that I would love to do myself. I'm trying to talk my mum and dad into one at the minute. They've not been on a river cruise before, so I'm really trying to get them on board one of these new ships, but we have got some great itineraries to offer. And it's good if you've travelled on a river cruise before and you've done the Danube, but you still want to do the Danube again, but you want something different. That's maybe what we can offer you as well. And we're still doing cruise and stays. We've got some beautiful cruise and stays, and we're not just stopping in one destination. So you'll do your cruise and you stay, or you'll do your stay and then you cruise. We've got a couple of stays. We've got 3 stays included, plus a river cruise. So there's some really beautiful itineraries. And also on the Spirit of the Danube, she will be doing the 4-country river cruise combined with the trip to Oberammergau for the famous Passion Play, which couldn't happen last year. So it is happening in 2022. Spirit of the Danube will be fitted out with the latest engine technology. Now, please don't ask me in chat what that is. I'm not a river technical person, but I've been told she will be one of the greenest ships on the rivers. Now, as years to come, and as we develop as well, they will probably be greener each year that we may hopefully bring out another new ship and our competitors bring out other ships. They will be classed as the greenest, but right now we are making sure she's fitted out with the latest engine technology, making sure she's the greenest out there. So just a few highlighted river cruises. We've got Celebrated Cities of the Danube, which is a 12-night itinerary. You've got a 7-night cruise followed by a 2-night stay in Prague. Then you've got a flight to Germany to travel to Dresden for an overnight stay. And then you continue through to Berlin for a 2-night stay. So as you can see, you're not just doing a cruise and a stay, you are doing a cruise and then various stays. So it's great. It's sort of like a river cruise and a holiday as well. With a few stays, it's like a tour, I guess. You're touring around various cities. Got the Blue Danube and the Black Sea, really favourite of mine. You've got a 7-night cruise and then you travel to the Bulgaria's Black Sea coast. Then you do 2 stays in Varna, which is one of their main cities, and then 2 nights in Burgas as well. Carpathian Mountains to the land of the bears. This is my favourite. When I saw the itineraries that was going to happen in 22, I was a bit like, wow, this is different. What is this all about? So on this one, you discover the heart of Transylvania. You have a 7-night cruise, and then you enjoy overnight stays in Bucharest. You've got a 3-night stay in Brasov, where you can take a tour of the bear sanctuary and go bear watching in the forest of the Carpathian Mountains. It looks absolutely stunning. So if you have got an interest in seeing bears, that is something that I've always wanted to do, but I didn't realise I could do it in Transylvania. I was thinking more I'll go to Canada to do it, but I've got a little bit thing close to home. And then we've got 2 nights in Bukovina as well. So you've got the cruise there, and then you've got various stays throughout Transylvania, which is a beautiful itinerary. And then we've got the inaugural cruise on the Spirit of the Danube. So this is 21st of March, 2022. But if you want to be part of this momentous occasion and be among our first guests welcome on board our newest edition, then this is the one for you. Relax as she navigates through the intricate Dutch waterways. So as we make our way, as she makes her way to the Danube, she'll be doing the inaugural cruise on the Dutch waterways first. So that's the 2 ships. Hopefully you can see I'm very passionate about our beautiful new ships. But just to go through our reassurance promise as well. Now, at the bottom left-hand corner, it says extended till 31st of March. This has now just been extended to 30th of April. So we're saying to customers, we know everything's a little bit uncertain at the minute, and we are assessing all our holidays, our river cruises, our ocean cruises on a daily, a minute, hourly basis to make sure it's all safe for our customers when we are due back. But if you do want to book a holiday and you're still a little bit uncertain, but you'd like to take advantage of some good pricing and availability, what we're saying is if you book before the 30th of April for this year, and then you change your mind, we are allowing you to amend your holiday free of charge to a later date in 2021. So it just gives you that added, I guess, reassurance. If you take out our travel insurance, you've got the cover there for holidays. It includes cover for up to 5 million emergency medical cover and repatriation cover. And also it gives you the cancellation cover as well. So if you need to cancel before you're due to travel due to medical conditions, that is included. And on holidays now that have flights included, so this is just holidays with flights, so whether it's a river cruise or a tour or a stay, we have now gone into a trust account with these holidays. So that means your money is 100% protected. So you are 100% financially protected with any holiday with us that has got a flight included. And peace of mind, we've got some great tour managers out there and excursion managers. They will be fully trained on local guidelines and regulations for coronavirus and will be adhered to at all times. So we will work closely with our suppliers, the destinations, to make sure you are safe and well looked after. I just want to touch on solos as well. We're great for solo passengers. We really do try and look after our single passengers. So if you fly from Manchester, Gatwick or Heathrow, and don't forget VIP door-to-door service is included in that, so we will take you there. We will meet and greet you, so there'll be a solo host at the airport. So if you're a little bit uneasy or you've not travelled on your own before, don't worry, we will look after you. So we'll meet you at the airport, we will pop you through fast track, which is always great, getting through fast track security, and then straight into an airport lounge. So you are fully looked after at the airport as well. And then on our river cruising, we do river cruises that are exclusive for solo travellers. So we have a group of no more than 30 on board our ships, where you'll get a range of activities and excursions for solo travellers. You'll have your own solo host. You'll go on your excursions with all those passengers that are in that solo travellers group. So it is on selected dates, or if you want to do a river cruise that's not exclusively for solo passengers, that's absolutely fine. You can go on those as well. So we're not just saying you have to go on these exclusively for solo travellers. All our river cruises are open to everyone. But I just wanted to highlight, we do them that are exclusively for solo travellers. Our River Cruise launch 2022 is now on sale. You've got the Spirit of the Danube, you've got the Spirit of the Rhine, the Rex Rennie, which is just some beautiful itinerary. She's only a 3-star ship, so the lead-in prices are really, really low. She gives great value for a 3-star ship, but she's completely all-inclusive for next year, so all your drinks are included all day long. And customers love the Rex Rennie. We've been using it for many years, but you've got tea and coffee throughout the day. You've got a really nice afternoon tea as well. And we're using the Amadeus Provence for our French waterways. We've got Johannes Brands, which is doing some German waterways as well. And we've got the Douro Queen, which is doing the Douro waterways. And on the Douro, we have launched some cruising stays as well. So if you don't want to just do the Dora Discovery that I discussed, we have got Lisbon and the Douro as an option as well, and some special interests. So we've got walking in Lisbon and the Douro. So they are all on sale. Discounts of up to £500 per person on selected cruises. We've got free cabin upgrades, especially on the Spirit of the Danube and the Rhine. So on certain ones, if you book a main deck cabin, you get a free upgrade to an upper deck cabin, which is great. Celebrity guests on board. As I've gone through, you've got the VIP door-to-door service for 2022. Cruising stays, and we've got the price promise. As I said, if you book early, you are never penalised for booking early. If we reduce the price, we will always give you the difference back. And our reassurance promise that I've just gone through. And £99 per person deposit, but I know Margaret already covered that off, but it is £99 per person deposit. So it's just a small deposit to get your 2022. But these are proving really popular because of the new ships. It's because it's been in the press a lot. It's generated some really good demand for us as well. It's a new product out there on the rivers, offering a lot included. So compared to our competitors, we do offer a lot on board these brand new river cruises. And this is the new brochure. This launches on Monday, actually. The brochures will be with Miles Morgan when they open, and I think they open on the 12th of April, but brochures should be landing from about the 19th or the 26th if you want a physical copy, or they will have an e-brochure link that they can send to you as of the 5th of April. Now, I don't know if you know, but Miles Morgan have just been voted TTG's top river cruising agent. So this is why we are very, very privileged to work with someone like Miles Morgan Travel. If you want a river cruise, that's where to book it. They know everything about river cruises, hence why they just won their award. And like I said, we are very, very honoured to be associated, and they are one of our top agents for Saga River Cruising. So that's it from me. I'm going to end on a lovely short video. Throughout this pandemic here at Saga, it's been hard work, it's been tough, but it's been tough for us all over the past year. But what we've tried to do is really look after our customers, reassure our customers, and we are ready and raring to get back out there when it is safe and yeah, I guess safe to do so. We look forward to welcoming you on board again if you've been with us, or we look forward to welcoming you for the first time on board. So this is just a nice short video to end on, and then I'll come out of the screen and we will go through any questions anyone has. I can. Hello, everyone. We're back.
That was great, Hayley. Thank you. How soon can I book that Christmas market one at 549? Absolute bargain, isn't it?
I want to go on it. I'm just not quite 40 yet. I don't turn 40 until January. So if I was 40, I could go with mum and dad. So I'm a little bit mortified that I'm not actually 40.
Don't knock it, you get old quicker nowadays. Has anybody got any questions? If you pop them into the chat, I can let Hayley know. So apart from me looking to go on a Christmas market, I haven't even asked some time off work yet. But
I don't know if Mandy will allow that, Margaret.
Does anybody with any questions? Do you want to take by the chat or unmute? What would you prefer, Hayley?
Either or, really. But if no one's got any questions, don't worry. I mean, if you think of any, then speak to
I have a question.
Oh, yeah. Hi, May.
Hello. I wanted to go on the Michelangelo in the autumn of 2022. And I see that you have some advertisements for 2021.
Yes.
But how can I go about booking for 2022?
The Michelangelo we are not using anymore, but we may be doing the itineraries on a different ship. So if you want to pick it, what's your local Miles Morgan agent, May? Bath. So if you speak to Bath, and then they will have the itineraries that we may be doing on another ship, but the Michelangelo we're not featuring for 2022. That's probably why you've only seen it for 2021.
Oh, right. Thank you.
No problem.
You've got no information on what might be happening for the Veneto in 2022?
For the what, sorry? The Veneto?
Yeah.
No, unfortunately not. It's not something that we've released as yet. Now, whether they're still working on it behind the scenes, it's possible. But they're the only ships that we've released for 2022 at the minute, and that's the only information I've been given. So I'm not holding anything back from you, May. I promise. It's not something that I know that I can't tell you, but nothing's been released to us as yet for that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I believe there's a lady waving at me. I don't know whether she's she might be just pressing the buttons. I wasn't sure if she wanted to ask a question.
If anyone's got any questions that you can't think of, then I'm more than happy to. The stores can email me after. It's not a problem. Don't forget about the wine. So you've got 2 weeks to book a Saga River cruise for a case of wine. It's a nice case of mixed wine from Lakeways as well. I've sampled it myself, and it's decent.
Hi. Can I ask you?
Hi, Sheila.
About windows in the Amadeus. What's the difference between the Haydn deck and the Strauss?
So, yeah, I stopped in the lower deck, and then as you go above, you've got the full windows and the French balconies. Yeah. So if you don't want a fixed window, when I stopped on the bottom deck, you had the fixed window, but on certain occasions, so say you moored up, you just wake up to just a wall. That's the only thing. So you do need to go higher if you want those, if you want those full views for sure. But if there's any customers out there that are not too bothered about that, the lower decks are same on the inside really. The decor and the beds and the facilities is just your windows, which is the big difference, really.
Yeah. How big are the big windows in the lower deck?
Ooh.
Average size.
I would say a good 2. I'm just trying to remember. A good 2 meters easy. They're really long, long. Yeah. So great views as you're sailing along. It's just if one morning I remember waking up when I was on the lower deck, I opened the curtains, it was just a black wall. So it's a bit like, whoa, where am I? What day is it?
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. That was a good question. Well, if there's no one else got any questions, as I say, Hayley says refer some to your nearest branch or phone me at Wells. I look forward to speaking to you. I just wanted to thank you for attending today on this gorgeous sunny summer day for the 31st of March. And look forward to seeing you at our next event, or look forward to booking you on a Saga River cruise. I think I'm going to be the first one to book, Haley.
Lovely to see you all, though.
Thank you very
Really
much.
great to see
Thank
you
you.
all. Thank you ever so much for listening to me, and lovely to see your faces. Hope you're keeping well and take care.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Bye. Have a good day.
Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.